Let's talk about it. Is homeowners insurance a scam? That is the topic today. Before we get into the clips, I want to give you my understanding. My thing with homeowners insurance is this, and it's not just homeowners insurance, it's any other type of insurance, auto, dental. It seems like you're almost penalized when you use it. God forbid you have an emergency, something, roof on your house. You're literally penalized for using the insurance that you pay every month or every year for. Let's get into the clips.
Quick little PSA for everybody who's a homeowner. If you have homeowners insurance, read your policy. If your home is vacant, they don't have to cover any damage that happens to your house. I learned that the hard way. My husband and I are trying to sell the house. We moved out into a rental, thinking that way the house will stay clean. We don't have any pets, making it a mess. We don't have people having to clean all the time. So we moved into a rental. January, we had a water leak behind the refrigerator, had it fixed, called the insurance company to come and do an estimate because there was quite a bit of damage. Guy came out, no problem, did what he did, thought we were all set, $25,000 worth of damage. Going to get a check in the mail, and then all of a sudden, oh, by the way, your house was empty, so we're not going to cover it. Apparently, there's a clause in your insurance policy that says if your house is vacant, we don't have to cover it. Well, the house may be vacant, but that doesn't mean it's abandoned. Utilities are on, mail's being checked, house is being checked. They refuse to pay for the water damage. So we just shelled out $16,000 to fix everything in the house before I can relist it to sell it. So, PSA, check your homeowner's insurance policy. Make sure your house isn't vacant if you're trying to sell it. And hopefully, no one has the same problem that I had.
Wow, if that's not literally the definition of the devil is in the details, I don't know what is. Um, Again, this is absolutely shameful. You're paying homeowners insurance. Again, you're listing the house, so you just, you move out to another residence to make it more easier to show the house, and you happen to have a leak, and you would think it would be no problem for the insurance to cover it. And because technically the house is vacant, even though all the utilities are on and you're still going by the house probably at least weekly to pick up mail, they would not cover it. Again, it probably had to do with the amount of damage that was the cost of repairs over $25,000. And they hit you with um a clause that they don't cover, they don't that you're not covered if the house is vacant. And what's crazy is the insurance adjuster probably came out there and made it seem like everything was cool, everything was good, no problem, already knowing in the back of his head that he was going to use this loophole. Nasty work.
Imagine this, you just bought a house. 6 weeks later, you get a couple things in the mail from your homeowner's insurance company. One is a copy of your insurance policy, and the other one is a cancellation notice saying that your policy has been canceled. 6 weeks after you closed, after you paid them upfront for a year. This happened to somebody in North Carolina. The reason was because of the age of the roof. Now, when these buyers purchased the home, the sellers did not know how old the roof was. When they bought the house from the owners before that, those owners said it was replaced somewhere 2013, 2014. So I don't know if the buyers gave the homeowners insurance that information or they just said they didn't know. But apparently, sometime after closing, they went out there and took pictures and they said they would not assume the risk of that roof. I just don't understand how they got the policy. They had to pay for a year up front, and now their homeowners insurance are getting canceled. How is this? How is that okay?
Again, you would think about before they took their money, before they approved the policy in the first place, they would have sent out a agent to check the roof if that was going to be an issue. But now they have a home and obviously probably that they're, have a mortgage on and they got dropped from their current homeowners insurance. I mean, and like I said, 9 times out of 10, you're going to be required to have homeowners insurance if you have a mortgage. I'm sure other companies are going to be able to see that they've been dropped. And now I guarantee you that rate from this new homeowners insurance agency is going to be sky high. I wouldn't be surprised if it's twice or triple the price that they were paying. Nasty work. And now you're stuck because you already have the home. So what are you going to have to do? You're literally forced to pay it.
Well, we know Georgia and North Carolina, South Carolina, and Florida got hit bad with this hurricane. In Georgia in particular, there was some flooding, but there wasn't as much flooding as other places. But the issue that we have in Georgia is stuff like this. As you can see, these pine trees are all over this house. And this is in Douglas or Coffee County. So the insurance companies are playing games such as they'll say, okay, well, the trees fell. It's an act of God, hit the ground. Figure it out on your own. That may be $1,000 just to get one tree up or more. If a tree hits a house, then they'll say, oh, well, yeah, it hit your house, so we're going to take a look and assess the damage. They'll get that tree up, but here's the deal. That tree sitting in front right there, they won't go ahead and have that tree cut because it didn't actually hit the house. They'll say, oh, therefore, that's your issue. So if you want that tree taken down, you got to pay for it out your own pocket and do it yourself. What? There's no preventative measures taken by insurance companies to make sure that your house don't get hit. And then on top of that, believe it or not, you're not going to get paid the full value of what your house is supposed to be. Most of these insurance companies are going to give you a check well below what it actually costs for you to replace your house. So if you don't believe that insurance is one of the biggest scams in America, it is. It is. In cars, I think it's a little better, but when it comes to homes, many of these people, unfortunately, are about to find out how much their insurance company doesn't care. And this report there was a recent report on 60 Minutes that showed the reducing in value of the claims from the insurance companies. For example, a house would be worth $485,000. They will reduce it to $15,000-$20,000. So, what do you do in these situations? I don't know, but it's terrible for these people. But they're about to find out that their insurance company is not about to pay to fix their problems like they are supposed to. Let me know what you think about this and tell me your problems if you've had issues with your insurance company. Have a great day.
Again, like I said, insurance definitely is one big finesse and one big scam. Again, like I said, you'll pay your money monthly, yearly, no problems. And then the minute that you have an issue, some cases the insurance companies do right, but there's been many instances where people have gotten completely taken advantage of. And like I said, they're looking for every little shortcut to save dollars. Again, like I said, and I think I've seen an article, a lot of these insurance companies are having like record-breaking profits. So again, this is not in a situation where these insurance companies are on the brink of bankruptcy. No, they are doing quite well, and this is how they get these record-breaking profits. Record-breaking profits is by fleecing everyday Americans. It's sad, working class Americans. Absolutely nasty work.
Okay, you ain't lying. It's feeling very much so like we all get scammed when it comes to most insurance companies, because I can't have no stipulations on when you can take the money or when you can't take the money, but they be like, well, we'll cover this but not that. But it's like homeowners insurance, so the pipes is part of the home, right? Like, what insurance is gonna help us pay for these pipes? And why are they allowed to put pipes in building that's gonna not last the duration of the home? That's a whole other thing. These builders be using, because what I was told is that because they used soft copper, because at first I was like, ooh, they use copper. Copper's good, right? For health reasons and stuff. But they use soft copper, and that deteriorates over time.
Mm. This brings up a very good point, and this comes back to a video I did on these new construction homes. I will leave the link in the description below to that video. It is a must see. Again, like I said, they're just throwing these houses up, any old cheap, the cheapest materials possible. They're using questionable labor, people that really are not, like I said, experts at their craft, throwing these houses up, charging you top dollar. Then the homeowner purchases the home and they're stuck holding the bag, stuck being responsible for thousands, tens of thousands of dollars in repairs. Again, like I said, I will leave it a link in the description to that video below on buyer beware when it comes to new construction homes.
What's the point of having homeowners insurance when every time you got to fight and scuffle with them just to approve a claim? You literally have to appeal everything because the bogus contractor that they hired is going to come out here and write something up that blames the homeowner for whatever is happening in the home. And then when you get your text,
Understand this is one big finesse. That inspector works for the insurance agency. So again, like I said, he's never going to really go against the grain too hard. And even if it is an independent inspector, understand where most of his business comes from.
technician to come out, it's a totally different report. Like, I don't understand that. I have to appeal with them every time because what y'all not gonna do is take my money every month and then think when something goes wrong in my home, you're not going to either reimburse me for what I had to pay my own technician, or you're not going to fix whatever's wrong. I had the same situation happen. I appealed it, got a call from the case manager today. They're going to reimburse me my money because I ended up having the technician that I hired to come out. He wrote a totally different report, fixed it. It didn't take all that going into my walls, doing a wire trace. It's a broken wire. None of that was even the issue. Right. And I am going to dispute the $100 that I had to pay their technician, which was my part that I have to pay, the deposit I have to pay for them, or the deductible. I mean, that you have to pay when you have to have somebody come out. I'm disputing that with my bank. I'm definitely disputing that. So I'm going to get a portion of my money back, not all of it. The home warranty, they approved $300. I'm disputing $100 with my bank. In all, I paid $623. So yeah, I'm out of $223, but I take something over nothing, right? So for all the homeowners out there, if they deny your claim, get your own technician, have him come out, appeal it, provide your paperwork, and make them either reimburse you or make them fix it. Point blank, period. Stop scamming. They are fucking scams.
Again, shout out to her and her tenacity. Again, like I said, these insurance companies that try to tell you anything, tell you what their findings are. Again, shout out to her for getting an independent inspector out there, someone she knew and she trusted. And like I said, the report was completely different and she was able to get her claim approved. Again, like I said, they look to take advantage of people who don't want to fight, don't want to be bothered with the hassle, having to call and email and follow up. They understand a lot of people don't want to engage in that, and they use that as a tactic to their advantage. Again, I said, if you know you're in the right, you're paying your homeowner's insurance, and it's something that should be covered, fight. Understand, fight. Just don't give up and just accept the first thing that they tell you.
Homeowners insurance is a scam. I'm like thoroughly convinced, and I'm a field inspector, so I see it every day. Like maybe it's there for you, like I guess, you know, during a like natural disaster, maybe, but you know, my mom is elderly and her boyfriend have lived in this house that's paid off for 20 years. They've only ever filed one claim in the 20 years that they've had this home and paid this homeowner's insurance, and it's expensive because we live in Florida. So like their patio roof, I guess, has some leaves up there. The gutter is not clogged, but there is a roof leak in the outside storage area, which is right next to the electrical box, and there's black mold in there now because the leak has been there and they didn't know. And I went up there and I looked and I was like, I can see where your roof is lifted right here. It's nowhere near where the outside patio overhang backs up to the roof. Like, the leak is not anywhere near that. It's lifted, and it looks like whoever installed the last roof that he got just did a shitty job, which was 2 years ago. And the homeowner's insurance is saying that they're not going to cover it because it's due to the gutters being clogged. The gutters are not clogged. I went in the gutters. The gutters are free flowing and perfectly fine. And I was like, you need to call a lawyer. But I'm like, the amount of money you pay monthly for homeowner's insurance, I'm like thoroughly convinced that you can just sock it away in a freaking account and just pay for shit yourself. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. Somebody help me understand this.
Again, let me know in the comments below if you have any homeowners insurance claim horror stories. Let me know in the comments below. But again, one claim in 20 years. So just think about it. And she's in Florida, so we already know homeowner insurance is probably through the roof. You got a lot of people who probably struggle just to make that monthly payment month after month, year after year, and then you put a claim in, a BS claim. I mean, well, no, the claim is not BS, but you put a claim in, and the insurance company gives you a BS reasons that the gutters are blocked as for why they will deny the claim. Again, like I said, this is absolutely insanity. And again, like I said, they take advantage of knowing that people are not want to fight a big insurance company. I mean, you think of an insurance company, billions of dollars, and you're not going to want to go through the hassle of getting a lawyer. That's if you can even afford to retain a lawyer and fight this. Again, like I said, this is one big finesse, and this will be a new series that I will be covering, talking about various scams when it comes to different insurances.
So freaking irritated right now. I really just want to call somebody a liquor. Like, I really want to, like, I want to punch some air. I want to punch something. Like, y'all don't understand how irritated I am at this very moment in freaking time. Okay? Whew. Jesus. Why am I letting something that I already knew irritate me? I already knew insurance was a scam. I knew insurance was a scam since before insurance knew it was a scam. I knew it. But I'm very freaking irritated because why the freak do I have to keep paying for it? That's the real question. So I got some things going on in my house, and me and my husband, y'all seen us fix the back porch ourselves. We don't involve insurance with anything. We just pay for it because we have to, because we homeowners, and you got to have homeowners insurance. That's just really that. But today, I found out just how pointless insurance is, okay? So, I got a whole list of shit that's wrong. Like, I got a whole list of shit that's wrong with my fucking house, and I just... Look at that. A whole list of shit. So we got leaks in the fireplace in the laundry room. The AC went out. We went and got some window units. The microwave stopped working. The dishwasher stopped working. There's a plumbing issue in my bathroom, but the other two bathrooms work. It's a soft spot in the floor. The hot water heater. Just a bunch of shit. It's still more stuff on this list that I didn't name. But some shit that's wrong with the house. And my mom convinced me to get insurance involved. And she was going to help me. She was going to help with the deductible and stuff like that, which is, you know, fine and dandy. Thank you, Ma. I appreciate it because I have $1,500 to give these people, right? So... call these people, file a claim. So then the lady started asking me questions, and then at the end of the question, she's like, well, these are all individual instances. So unless something happened where there was a storm or fire and all of this damage occurred at one time, then we wouldn't be able to put it as a, you know, a claim. You know, one claim, everything has to go individually. So I was like, so you mean to tell me all of these are individual claims and I have to pay $1,500 each claim? And she was like, well, yes, ma'am. So then we start going into details and seeing how she can bundle the issues together. And she goes through to tell me about a clause. Like, we going over the issues. She's like, oh, well, you have a clause in your policy that says that if there's a water issue that's not treated within 14 days, then there's nothing we can do about it. We won't cover it. How am I supposed to know that it was a water issue under the floor that caused a soft spot? How was I supposed to know that within 15 days? I didn't even know it was an issue. Like, I just found out how pointless it was to have insurance. Like, is there a way I can just cut this shit off and stop paying for it? Because why am I paying for it? Like, between insurance and taxes, y'all the reason my mortgage keep going up every year. So, with that being said, why the fuck? Why do I have to pay for it if y'all don't fix shit? I pay y'all every month and y'all not gonna fix nothing. Like, I'm not understanding. I just see my money going out the fucking window every year. Why am I paying for homeowners insurance? Do I need homeowners insurance? Like, what would be the penalty if I just cut that shit off? Because I don't want it. I don't want it. Just like I don't want insurance on my car either. I don't want it. This shit is a scam. And furthermore, if you were ever thinking about buying a home, unless you're rich, don't fucking do it. Because you got to pay for everything to get fixed. Unless you're rich or you know a good crackhead that's going to fix it for you. Don't do it. Don't fucking do it. It's ghetto. It's a money pit and it's a waste of fucking time.
She makes a good point. Like I said, I think a lot of people get into home ownership, you know, because of societal pressures, But again, like I said, if you don't have the reserve funds for a home, it's something that you should definitely have second thoughts about. Again, like I said, having a home is a lot more expensive than it is to rent.
Can someone please tell me what the purpose of insurance is? Specifically homeowners insurance, because we just moved into our condo in September and we had a leak yesterday, well, for some time I think. And I called the insurance. I was like, hey, like what does the insurance cover? Like, we have a leak and there might be some water damage in the wall. I'm not sure if that's covered. And the lady goes, oh no, we only cover, like, that's, a leak is considered maintenance. We only cover like if a pipe bursts, like that's accidental. I was like, a leak is accidental? I didn't make it leak on purpose. Like, what are you talking about? And then she goes, but I can give you the number to one of our vendors if you want him to provide you an estimate. And then here's the number to the claims department in case you want to file a claim. But if I choose to file a claim, then my insurance goes up because I lose the claim-free discount. What? Like, what am I paying for?
Again, just like I said in the beginning of this video, you literally have insurance, you pay faithfully, and then you can literally be penalized for using your insurance. What's the whole purpose of having insurance is if something happens, if something goes wrong, you have insurance in place so you can minimize or mitigate the cost. It makes no sense. And like I said, homeowner insurance is definitely questionable. Let me know in the comments below how you feel about homeowners insurance. Do you think it's a scam? If so, put scam in the comments. I look forward to hearing from you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.